Wack100 and Adam22 speak on the Jim Jones and Akademiks confrontation. Let's talk about it. This is Fresh Hiphop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So yes, Akademiks and Jim Jones had a brief little confrontation after the NBA Youngboy show not too long ago. According to Ak, he saw Birdman and wanted to go speak to him. But just by chance, big old Jim Jones, the hard blood, was around there. And basically Jim Jones started to talk tough to Akademiks, asking if Akademiks thinks the stuff he does online is nice, whether it's cute, whether it's okay. Jim Jones was referring to the fact that Akademiks is cool with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Obviously Tekashi 6ix9ine is the guy that snitched on Jimmy's crew, which is the 9 Trey Bloods. Akademiks, the way he explained it, is that he was very confused, bemused, not understanding why Jim Jones was coming at him like that. I don't know if in reality that Akademiks really crapped his pants, but it didn't sound like that when he was speaking about the story. But Wack100 and Adam22 decided to speak about it on their show, the Adam and Wack Show. And this is what they had to say. Check out the clip.
You hear about Jim Jones threatening Ak?
There wasn't no threat. Ak called me. Ak called me when he was walking out of the place. Jim went from one extreme of being totally cool to another. Because when he first seen it was cool. It was, you know, hey man, let's do something, whatever. And he was like, the more comfortable Jim got with the surroundings, he said he turned into somebody else. Yeah, because you know, they got to make it home, and like start saying crazy. But Ak's back there with Birdman. Birdman ain't gonna let nobody do nothing to him. But not why he back there with him.
Like, he wants Ak to be intimidated by him. Ak's in there. He's with Birdman, he's with security, he's friends with all these young boy dudes, whatever. It's like, he's not worried that you're gonna beat him up. Like, this is just an unrealistic situation. If you beat him up, you're in a lot of trouble. You're gonna get arrested, he's gonna sue. I don't know if Jim Jones is worth suing.
Well, Ak was like looking at him like, what's the problem? Because remember, Jim reached out to interview with Ak after Ak did the run with Ye.
Right.
Remember Ye told the story about Jim. Ak's Ak, he's a blogger. Leave him alone. He's gonna call the police. He's gonna sue you. And then he's gonna get paid talking about it and laughing at you.
Yeah, fam. So Wack100 reveals that Akademiks indeed called him and told him what happened at the time. That Jim Jones was cool at first, but then I guess Jimmy got comfortable and started talking his talk, trying to sun him in front of everybody. And I could see Jim Jones doing that. But I'm not gonna lie, it was funny when Wack said Akademiks is a civilian, Ak will sue you and then make content on you and make money on you. So just best to leave him alone. But when Wack said that, Adam22 had a different theory. He said, or he questioned whether Jim Jones is even worth suing. Check out the clip.
Do you think it's worth suing Jim? I feel like I gotta have some M's to sue somebody.
I don't know. I mean, you never know. I mean, you can't count Jimmy out. Jimmy do merch and
You think he got bread like that? I don't know.
he just got $2 million out of Ye.
Yeah, you feel like that's on the books, or you think that's locked away in some crypto wallet somewhere?
Yeah, fam. Look, Jim Jones isn't the richest guy in the world, but he's doing well. As Wack said, he's got that merch out there. He's still rapping. And now we started that podcast with Mano, Fabulous, and Dave East. So they'll be getting some bread from that for sure. Plus, if you just check his net worth, I think he's worth about 400,000, or at least 400,000. So he's not hurting for money, that's for sure. But I'm surprised Adam22 even said that. I'm sure him and Jim Jones obviously must have some problems, because I don't think I've ever seen Jim Jones on No Jumper before. And I know Wack100 has issues with Jim Jones. They've gone back and forth online. But yeah, Jimmy's no Jay-Z. He's not got that Nas money or that Birdman money, but he's doing his thing. But in terms of the Jim Jones Akademiks issue, I never heard of anybody getting in between the two of them, so I don't believe it was as aggressive as maybe we can imagine it could have been. I think I can imagine just Jim Jones screwing up his face and gesturing a lot of his hands, but not really posing a real physical threat to Akademiks, especially not on a big occasion where everyone's out there like that. But that was Wack100 and Adam22 reacted to what happened between Akademiks and Jim Jones.
Because there's old tweets where Cardi B called somebody else's kid Giro Roach.
We don't know nothing about that.
But that's why she's trying to use this. That's why she feels justified in taking it there.
We don't know nothing about that.
Wack100 and Adam22 speak on the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef. Let's talk about it. So yes, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, the beef is getting serious. Well, it's got serious. Both have thrown serious blows at each other, mainly on social media. We know these two don't get along. Remember that infamous time where Cardi was going after Nicki, obviously was blocked off by all her security and entourage. He even took off her shoe and threw it at the Queen's MC. But in recent times, Nicki's been going at everybody, and Cardi has not been spared. People's kids have been mentioned, and Wack100 and Adam22 spoke about it on the Adam and Wack show. Check out the clip.
Yeah,
the lady
Nicki
sent a
seems
Twitter
crazy,
out
bro.
disrespecting, talking to a 7-year-old.
Culture.
Right? And not only that, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
Stop acting like you don't know that's liquor and drugs and probably her husband at home stressing her out. We seen this. Gucci admitted it. Remember when Gucci went on his rants? And he actually attacked Nicki back then.
He said Nicki was a druggie?
No, he said he's the fucker in the 1999.
Well, him and Waka used to fuck her together.
You know what I'm saying? Gucci was on one before he went to jail. And Gucci admitted, hey, bro, I was out of my mind like, doing what I was doing. That ain't me no more. But she didn't attack the Breakfast Club, Cardi B, the kids, goddamn
Vlad.
Beyonce, Vlad, Jay-Z. End of the day, Cardi's still winning. Like Cardi said, I'm going to let you do what you do or whatever. When I see you, I see you. But I will say that Nicki's very powerful, because if anybody else would have attacked a 7-year-old child like that, they would have been canceled.
Yeah, fam. So Wack100 did not hold back, saying he believes it's the D-Rugs that's messing with Nicki Minaj's head. He mentioned what everybody notices, that Nicki's been talking about Jay-Z, Beyonce, Desiree Perez, The Breakfast Club. The list goes on and on. She's been on Twitter like crazy. And now obviously talking about Cardi, and he didn't like that Nicki has dissed Cardi B's child. Is it culture? Even referring to the child with the R word. I won't say it here, you know what I'm saying. Wack even said that he's surprised that she hasn't been cancelled, particularly about speaking about all these people, Jay-Z, Desiree Perez, Beyonce, but mainly because somebody speaking about a 7-year-old child is normally going a bit too far. But Adam22 had a little response to that. Check out the clip.
Okay, but you understand the lore surrounding that. The reason why she keeps calling Cardi B's kids bees and roaches is because there's old tweets where Cardi B called somebody else's kid or a roach.
We don't know nothing about that.
But that's why she's trying to use this.
Nothing.
That's why she feels justified in taking it there.
We don't know nothing about that. We know what she's saying about Cardi B's children. At the time, neither one of them probably were parents. They're both now parents. So both of them should be thinking a little differently about this. And I'm sitting back watching her. She crashing out.
Yeah, fam. So Adam was basically saying that Cardi B has said something similar with the monkey term regarding someone else's children. So that's why Nicki Minaj was saying it to Cardi B. But Wack said, yo, back in the day whenever Cardi B said this, neither one of them were parents. Now they're both parents, they should think a bit clearer, a bit more responsible with their words or their Twitter thumbs, which I kind of agree with Wack. I mean, whether you have kids or not, you shouldn't be throwing those kind of insults around. But Wack100 is definitely on Team Cardi B and referenced Nicki Minaj as crashing out. Well, to be honest, she's been crashing out. She's been on a Twitter tirade for a long time. A lot of people are saying that she's got substance issues. I'm not gonna say that. That's a strong rumor out there, and could possibly explain the wild and erratic behavior. But hopefully these two can sort them things out. Obviously they're not gonna be friends, but they need to set an example, or a better example, for the youngsters. Nicki Minaj in her 40s. I'm sure Cardi B is close to that. But you know, this is very interesting. Like, I remember when Nicki Minaj came out and her and Lil' Kim had a little issue. Not at the very start, but it ended up being an issue between the two. And then you see Cardi and Nicki have this issue. And a lot of the women in hip-hop are having issues right now. It's a shame because female rap is in such a powerful position. I don't think we've ever seen, or definitely never seen, this many female MCs at the forefront. But most people are really siding, just like Adam and Wack. They're on Team Cardi. Whether that's right or wrong, that's what it is. But we'll see where it goes. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And for just a few dollars a month, you can become a member of the channel. Exclusive content just for you. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.